What's going on, guys? Jacob over here. Welcome to my official NFC Championship game preview and predictions video. Um, and this is going to be more, I guess, less preview and predictions and more just kind of sharing my thoughts about the game. Probably not going to touch on every little detail, and obviously, if you are here looking for an impartial view of the game, I'm a Packers fan, so I mean, you're going to see it from a Packers fan's perspective. But um, the biggest thing I'm thinking about right now is this is once again my team is in this position, and I mean for every one of my teams we have gotten so close every single year. Like we've seen it the past three times with the Packers. We've seen it with the Brewers once, the Bucks once, the Badgers more than once. It just I want this to be it so badly. I want to be able to cover a championship team on this channel. I want to be able to show you guys seeing me celebrate a title or celebrate at least going to the Super Bowl. So, the Packers have a perfect opportunity in their hands. And honestly, this team has never really felt more motivated or more excited or, determined about a game, honestly. Everything the Packers have shown in their press conferences this year has just been an extremely business-like approach to it, saying, oh, we got unfinished business, or, oh, we're not done yet, or something like that. And this game, it's huge for the Packers franchise, for Rodgers, for Packers fans everywhere, for me who hasn't seen my team win a Super Bowl since I was 11 years old. Despite having consistently one of the best teams in the league, I want it so bad. I want it probably as much as some of those players. This is what I live for, man. This is I love being able to talk to you guys about the Packers on this channel, and I so much want to be able to talk about the Packers as a Super Bowl champion once again, and specifically for you guys. But for the game itself, sorry, I've been talking just about my personal feelings about it. But for the game itself, these two teams obviously met, the Packers and the Bucks, back in Week 6 of the NFL regular season. The Packers actually got off to a good start in that game. They were blown out 38-10, but they were up 10-0 at one point. And, those two interceptions, that pick six and then the tipped pass off Devontae's hands, that was a return to the two. It shifted momentum just like that. And I am still a firm believer that the Packers would have won that game had it not been for those interceptions. I am a person who believes in momentum, and I do think that when momentum shifts like that, it's almost impossible for teams to come back from it. And I've seen it personally in NFC Championship games in previous years. The Packers have to make sure in this game that they have the momentum for the entire game. They cannot let Tampa into this game. They have to be able to come out, punch them in the face, punch them in the mouth, and, I shouldn't have said punch them in the face, but they have to come out and be aggressive, get a lead, and don't sit on it. You have to keep the pedal on the gas, or your foot on the pedal. Like Matt LaFleur said, all gas, no effing brake. I think that's so important in this one. And with the previous matchup, the difference in that game was turnovers, and the difference in last week's game, Buccaneers versus the Saints, was the turnovers. The Saints turned that ball over 4 times. They only lost by 10. Pretty sure the Buccaneers scored most of their points off of turnovers. So the Saints would have won that game had they been able to protect the football. Packers need to protect the football. This Tampa Bay defense is extremely opportunistic, and they're gonna try and force turnovers. They're gonna try and pressure you, get you rattled. They're gonna try to do the exact same thing they did to the Packers in Week 6. The only difference is this one's at Lambeau Field, and there's snow in the forecast and 50-degree temperature difference. It was like 70, 80 degrees in Tampa. It's going to be in mid-20s this time around. So Bruce Arians says that the Buccaneers aren't going to be affected by the cold, and the cold won't affect the outcome of the game. I might beg to differ. Warm weather teams definitely don't, tend to do as good in Lambeau Field as they would elsewhere. And the Packers certainly historically have played much better against warm weather teams in Lambeau Field in cold weather in January. So having this opportunity, just think about this. The Packers have the number 1 seed. They get to play the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Bucks at home with a chance to go to the Super Bowl. That's that's the perfect lineup for them. 2 warm weather teams. Even though the Bucks, I think, do match up the best with them, it's still a huge advantage for Green Bay, and I really feel like they need to capitalize on that. They have to be the team that's more physical, more, push you around and get in your face and stuff. They have to be mean, and they have to, make him feel it. So make him really feel that cold, the cold that they're so accustomed to, and those Tampa Bay players aren't. Except for, of course, Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski, who played the majority of their careers in New England. And, that headline, Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers in this game, I mean, that's huge. That's just, it's a Titanic headline. It's something that we've all wanted to see for a long time. Brady and Rodgers against each other in the postseason, and now they finally match up in the postseason. Two of the greatest quarterbacks to ever do it. But from a personal standpoint, I hate Tom Brady. I hate him so much. My least favorite player in NFL history. You guys who have been watching my channel since the start know that. But you do have to respect the accomplishments he's had. Although I do think Aaron Rodgers is the superior quarterback. Tom Brady is certainly the most accomplished quarterback. He has his 6 rings. He's been to the Super Bowl 9 times. He's been to 14 conference championship games. He's won 3 MVPs. This is a guy who's been here, who's been on the road, who's been in these situations. He knows how to win in these situations. So the Packers have to make sure that, they hold him in check. They can't let him, get into a rhythm. They can't let him, have the game in his hands. If it comes down to it, and it's going to be Tom Brady with a chance to have a game-winning drive in Lambeau Field to go to the Super Bowl. That's exactly a position I don't want the Packers to be in. They have to be able to, I think, control this game from the start and not let that happen. And one other thing they have to do to Tom Brady, they have to pressure him. They have to put pressure on him. They have to get to him. He has been very, very poor. One of the worst quarterbacks in the league against the pressure this year. They have to blitz. They have to be aggressive. And, if you have to rely on man coverage, do it. I want Mike Pettin to be aggressive in this game. I want him to, throw everything that he has at Tom Brady and the Bucs offense. Because, this team, it can be great. The defense can be absolutely great. It can be elite even. I just wish that Mike Pettin was more aggressive with his defense because he has some serious talent on his side. And this is a perfect opportunity to showcase it. But overall, I think it comes down to the turnovers. I think it does. I think whoever wins the turnover margin is going to win the game. And if the Packers can control the ball and at least, do the bend, don't break thing against Brady and the Bucs offense, they're going to win this game. And I think that they are the better team. I think the Bucs are clearly the second best team in the league, but they have a chance to prove they're number one. And they're going to want to try and prove that. They're a younger group, but they're extremely hungry. They want to win this game. They want to get to the Super Bowl. They want to get Brady his 7th ring. So, let's make sure it doesn't happen. Let's make sure we're the team going to the Super Bowl. So, like I said, though, we've been in this position so many times. It's just, it's sometimes it feels like deja vu, but I don't know. This team just feels a little bit different than everything else. This team is, they're not the underdogs anymore. They're not the team that people are expecting to lose. They're not the team playing on the road. There's not a hostile crowd they're facing. They're playing a team that has a lot less experience than they do. They have every advantage in this game, and they know it. So if there was ever a time for one of my teams to come through in one of these games, this would be it. They have every single thing going their way. And that Week 6 game, push it to the side. Forget about it. These are two very different teams from then. The Packers have a chance to prove they're the best. So go out and do it. I'd be lying if I say I wasn't nervous, but man, what a phenomenal opportunity this is. But anyways, guys, that's all I got to say in this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Leave your comment in the comments section below. Leave your thoughts, opinions, whatever. Do you think the Packers are going to win? Do you think the Bucs are going to win? Let me hear it. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time, probably after the NFC Championship game with my reaction. Let's hope it's a good one. Thanks, guys. Go Pack, go.